Hello fellow producers, this is BigK for another tutorial, GarageBand tutorial. Now we're going to, this will be a quick little tutorial. We're going to just go over what we went over last week, but a little bit more in depth, and I'll explain a little bit why you want to do what you're doing. It's just to recap, the main things I'll go over today that we went over last week were panning and volume control. We also, I just mentioned about compression and EQing, but we're not going to get into that this week because that's a little bit more advanced. You can play around with it whenever you want to, but not going to get into it just yet. So do a synth lead, arena run, just make something kind of stupid. I'm even going to take out that final little bing because I didn't like it. Okay, we have something here that you might want to be your lead. You might just want to be, you know, the little background track. But we'll say, let's see what that sounds like. Turn the metronome off. And we'll loop it, just see what that sounds like. It doesn't sound too good, but we won't even worry about the loop. That'll just be the end of the track. We wanted to do a freaking very small little track here, apparently. Okay, so Command D duplicates that track, has all the same settings on it. So we'll do something. First we'll mute that because I don't want to hear that while I'm playing, but and something a little bit like that. Let's see what that sounds like. Ooh, that was weird. Alright, that sounded appalling, but we're not worrying about it because, yet again, this is just mainly for reference. But okay, so we'll say that hopefully you're following along with doing something. I mean, obviously, I don't want you doing the same thing because the track won't sound good at all, but okay, so let's say we wanted this to be the background track. You know, this is not what they're focusing on. This is not what you want the main focus to be, but you want it to be there. You know, just to add a little bit of depth to the song. So with zero panning and zero volume control, this is what you get. Sounds like a bestseller, doesn't it? Now, if you, yet again, through these computer headphones, computer speakers, you're not going to be able to hear them. But hopefully, if you have some good headphones and you're following along, or good speakers, you'll definitely be able to notice this. So we'll turn that down to 6.7. We'll turn that down to 2.9. I don't even think you ever need your lead track to be at 0 or even above 0. Personally, I guess there are very few exceptions, but anyway, so we have that panned. We'll pan that even a slight bit to the right. We have this panned pretty hard to the left ear. It's turned down a lot lower than the track, your main track. So now you have something that sounds a little bit better. Alright, yet again, just that sounded awful in general, but it sounded a lot better than when both tracks were, let's just hear that again, both tracks were at 0, pan like dead center, and both tracks were at the same volume. And you can have as many tracks panned and in as many different locations as you want to. I mean, it's your own song. That's pretty much the beauty of being a solo producer. You know, it's your own song. You do whatever you want to it. But panning and volume control definitely help out. Now, Command C copies, Command V pastes. Now, if we did something hard pan to the right and pretty hard to the left in different volumes, we also get a more full sound. But really, I'll get into that later, because when you just duplicate a track entirely, it takes a little bit more than panning and volume to make it sound a little beefier. You're going to want to EQ and compress one of them differently, maybe add an effect to the other. But if you're wanting to make a sound a little more beefed up but not really overpowering, then pan it and volume control, but just duplicate the same track. Like I said, Command C copies, Command V pastes. Make sure you have the track highlighted and the area highlighted that you want to paste it at. Command X also cuts, which you should know what that does. It, you know, takes away the track completely but lets you paste it anywhere else. Yet again, if you just played the exact same stuff and hard center and 0 decibels, it's a little overpowering, and it doesn't really sound much more beefed up, in my opinion. So that was basically a little tutorial again today. Please make sure you go pan everything. I have seen so many times people create a song on GarageBand. It's mainly people on GarageBand, but other people do it too. But they have about 10 to 20 tracks, all different things, all doing different stuff, and it's all dead center. And a lot of people on YouTube will even be like, oh man, it sounds awesome, but it could sound so much better if you just pan it just a little bit and turn down the decibels a little bit. It would sound so much better, so much more well produced and such. Anyway, while I go and stutter and try to figure out what I'm trying to say, I'll let you guys fool around with panning and volume control. Meet back next week. I'm not sure what I'll discuss, but like always, comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me if there's anything you're having trouble with that I can get around to. And this is BigK signing out.